Hey everyone, D-Dub Squizzy here, and welcome back to Civ 3. Alright, so it is time for another war. I hope I can wrap this up without too much work, or time. Hi. Right, yeah, I already checked your text. This is not going to be good, but let's just get it over with. I still cannot believe that China contacted me and tried to threaten gems out of me. Like, China's a major player in the grand scheme of things. They always seem to be. They have a massive nation. They're one of the biggest in the world. And I figure they've probably traded for all the other luxuries from other civilizations, because the computer does its best to avoid working with me. But gems are the one that only I have. I don't think there are any other sources pretty much anywhere. Nice. Let's just make sure they can't take that back. Okay, let's seize their workers. Okay, I don't think we're gonna actually be able to reach anywhere else. Okay, I can attack this one. This one has medieval infantry in it. Kill that guy as fast as possible. Alright, using my cores, I might be able to seize this city before they can respond. That'll cut them off from their, I think, only source of saltpeter, and unfortunately, only one of their sources of horses. I'm assuming their economy's not very good if they haven't bothered to upgrade all of their units to at least iron level. They're still using spearmen, apparently by and large, because this is their only land-based border with another nation. You would think if there was anywhere that they had pikemen, it'd be right here. Apparently not, though. Okay, I can get some guys up on top of the next city. I think I'll leave the cores to deal with that side. I'll put another one here, just because I don't like losing men. A couple of them might hold back any potential assaults. Okay, everyone else pile up right here. Alright, let's move. Okay, he does have plenty of medieval infantry. Or at least a couple of them. That guy's dead. Cool, that was it. Let's go for electronics. I want to build a Hoover Dam as soon as possible. Right, get a factory up and running. Police station, hospital next. Even if it's not strictly necessary at this moment, getting hospitals built sooner rather than later is very helpful. Oh, awesome, we can build Wall Street. That's huge. You start building privateers. I want a couple more of them. I'm gonna build Wall Street. I'll just do it in a more appropriate location. Get a police station. Bam. Better to do this now than when they're all in revolt. Man, the end of some turns really takes a while. A long while. Is it frozen? No. Okay. That was weird. I hope that doesn't become a regular thing, because that'll get old fast. Right, I'll have that thing build Wall Street once it's done at the Pentagon. Is anyone actually using these? They actually are. That's pretty cool. Here, you. That's awesome. I don't know how much they're actually benefiting from these, because they do still have corruption problems, but with a courthouse and a police station, they've got as much as they can as far as counteracting it. Okay, you guys just finish up the regular roads while you're able. There's no point in making a run for any railroads or going up to the newly captured zone, because you can't do anything with it. Fortunately, there's plenty of other stuff to do other than railroads at the moment. We have a lot of captured land that still needs to be fixed. A lot of roads over forests, a lot of jungles that remain uncut down. Ooh, that is a cavalry right there. Oh, these are the elites that have already killed things. Yeah, best to get that guy dealt with now. There's a pikeman. Yeah, he's rushing people. That makes sense. This city is more important than the last one. It's bigger. And it has ivory. I'd prioritize protection of this thing. I'd prioritize protection of my border, though. Like, with a nation the size that mine is now, strict border protection isn't really a reality as far as everywhere is covered. Well, that's annoying. Of all the places, of all the enemies who shouldn't have killed one, I feel like that guy's at the top of the list. With the border as big as mine is, I can't really have proper border protection, but I have units that can move quickly and railroads that can facilitate pretty much any redeployment at any point. Although, if I get attacked by Maya right now, it'd be rough, because I'm in a position where I can't really defend myself properly. Yeah, you guys can start slapping roads down. If they have horsemen and they're really determined to, they can get out here and grab them. I don't think they're going to care that much, though. This is interesting. Does that mean... right here, they still haven't established a road as far as I can tell, although, yeah, every road doesn't show up if you haven't explored the territory, so they very well might have a road there. And if that's the case, they have as much saltpeter as they're going to need. And they have another source of horses all the way up here, which means I'm not going to deal with this problem until I actually take them out. They still won't have enough production to counteract my army, I think. They can definitely be a problem. They hit the industrial age, like just now. Their workers look different. They did not before. Okay, let's just ensure the protection of this city. Okay. Kill him. Can't take it because of the movement thing. I want to lay siege to both of these cities, though. He does not have an abundance of musketmen, so I need to kill them where I find them. Before he gets more. Unfortunately... Oh, awesome. These guys are going to be kind of hamstrung once I take these cities. I guess I can send some guys out from here Yeah, I'm gonna do that. You head into the newly captured zones. That way the second they're ready to, I can have them on the move. I can't have them tied down on garrison duty. The cores are too important. Okay. Okay, I don't think we got any more pollution anywhere. Right, we're just chopping down forests now. Alright, should have the Pentagon in like one more turn. Yeah. Well, let's see what kind of counterattack we're gonna get. No? Cool, then get out of my face. I'm not giving you 54 gold a turn. You're a psychopath. The computer way overestimates how much I'm willing to pay for luxuries every time. Wonder how many of them he's got. If he's got one more, he can probably take the city from me. Dang it. Oh! Hey, we're out of movement. Awesome. Alright, we need to reinforce that thing now. Yep. Keep pumping out infantry. I actually need them now. You get cavalry going. Get an aqueduct going. I can't believe that you just plopped down a railroad on some tundra. The city's actually become productive. Although that could just be because of the food. The computer is prioritizing it because it knows that it can't grow past population 6. And if once this aqueduct is done, it'll probably reallocate everything to the water, slowing its production down again. But if I can railroad and mine up all of the tundra squares, this place could actually be reasonably productive. Here, you guys split up. Yeah, why don't you join up with him? Okay, try to kill one of them. You're wounded, but I'm gonna need to probably use every unit I have available. Awesome. That helps. All of you crowd in here right now. Build an army. We just got the Pentagon, so you people are moving up in the world. And you. Massacre these guys. Last thing I need is them getting an army and a military academy. I have another cavalry under there. Let's wipe him out. Now, I think the only way he could have gotten these cavalry out here so fast is by rushing them. And I don't think he's got the money to do it again. At least not in that sort of numbers. It looked like every single city after one turn had reduced cavalry. Really? Which of you haven't moved? You. There. Okay, see if you can take him out now. That could give us access to this square of plains, which means we can move up and take that city. Alright. Right, it only takes 3 of them to do that. The others should be chopping. Those guys can put down mines. Given the iffy cultural borders, I'm never sure where the enemy can hit me. I think right now, yeah, we have a clear line of our territory that runs across hills, so they can't just run a cavalry over here, get on a road, and then take advantage of the now neutral road system. So I don't think they're going to be able to weave in and out of our territory easily. Not now. Taking that last city was important. Oh yeah, you can't do anything now. Okay. So you're up and kicking. Join up with him. $15 to $17? Yeah, we're gonna need you. Get up here. Yeah, he was stuck with the low movement of the last guy. Dang it. Alright, I don't think he's going to be able to mount any offensive that can overcome the core and then take the city. I don't want to wake them because they're all in the middle of healing. This is a rough situation. Okay, it looks like the hit points are keeping him from pressing the attack. And now this is going to get tricky, because we're going to have to go through the mountains. I think I should hold position here until I can get all my men recovered and have my army move in. At least there is a road connecting these locations, those last 2 cities, so I can use that to quickly move any more units I need and fend them off. Okay, I shouldn't need anywhere else building privateers. We should be good on that front. Okay, I think all of their resistances have been ended as well. I guess you guys just keep slapping roads down. Of them. So you guys, you put down 2 mines in 1 turn. Start undoing this corruption. Yeah, we should have gotten the ones on the railroad first. Those would be much more useful. And I know there's no way they can get in here quickly. Okay, let's hurry these temples along. We can start assimilating and expanding these cities as fast as possible to keep any annoying opportunists from taking advantage of us. Yeah, one of the vets stay here, the other 2 form up right here. Guy's there alone. Give him 1 more turn to step onto the city. That's a lot of guys. That's hilarious. You have 2 cities left. You come to me with a trade for maps? I can't even figure what would possibly be going through the computer's, computer brain to think that there's any reason I would be doing business with a country that size. That, I mean, it could never benefit me in, like, any tangible way at all. Okay, you start constructing infantry. You get a courthouse. No, stay on that until you get a courthouse. Looks like it is doing that slowdown pretty regularly. No, it's not really gonna matter. I'll just have them stick together. I didn't properly allocate them. Funny how they turn into pirates the moment they're chopping jungles. Someone here already chopping? Oh, he is. Okay, we should be able to move a couple more units up. I'm definitely going to kill that spearman. Just out of spite, more than anything else. It's not like he's a threat, but he will pillage that road if I leave him there. You can do it. There we go. Yeah, let's get another one. Here, you just fall back to here. I'm just gonna save you for whenever we get tanks. I don't need more cavalry corps. Oh yeah, I forgot I didn't make that one 4 people. Sick. Alright, next turn we're gonna push again. One more turn to Wall Street. That'll be good for us. And I get Atomic Theory, which just puts us one step away from electronics. You guys are all gonna die. Or at least most of you. Cool. Let's get electronics up. There's Wall Street. 616 a turn. I'm not even completely certain what this thing does. Treasury begins earning 5% interest every turn with a maximum cap of 50 gold per turn. That's actually, that is pretty cool, actually, yeah. So maximum 50, but it'll just keep increasing until it hits 50. It's at 5%, right? Yeah. Or was it 10? Did it say 10? Corporate stock exchange. Yeah, that doesn't really help me much. I can't check it from here. I gotta wait till my turn's over, I guess. Small Wonders, Wall Street. 5%. Okay. So, I was up around 500 something, so it'd probably be in the 200 to 300 range. So yeah, it's already hit its max. Or no, not 200 to 300. 20 or 30 range. So it'll hit its max pretty soon. In like one more turn, it'll probably max out, I think. You can go up here. You guys will just start exploring outwards from there. I never woke and moved him? That's annoying. I must have forgotten. Okay. Intelligence agency's all we have left over there. Let's respond now to these attacks. They're on a mountain, so this isn't going to be as easy as I would like it to be. I don't know exactly how many men they have, but if these corps attack with all their movement and win each encounter... 1, 2, 3, 4. They'll still have 2 guys left. I might have to pull some dudes from the other one. But I think this will pretty effectively crunch the Incan military like an egg. Because I believe they sent their entire offensive force at me. Not their entire defensive pile of units, right? And they can build more, sure, but I think this is all the stuff they had built up. Interesting that they gave the medieval infantry flails, given how rarely flails were used in all of historical warfare. You would have thought it wouldn't really be a part of any of these units' design. Because Civ does at least... Oh, that's the new one. Does at least try, as far as I know, to make things historically accurate. Mainly like units, nations, and buildings. Of course. They certainly have not built a road to that. Okay. Now next turn, we should be taking that. And it's going to be a slog getting through, but I think we need to push up to that as soon as possible. Once we have railroads, we can very easily fill out the rest of this stuff. Yep, saw that coming. That's helpful, because I'm gonna need to use those guys. Also, I'm getting our factories up and running. The factories take a lot of tax money, as far as I know, or maintenance costs. So they can be kind of frustrating to build. Oh, that's pollution. I thought it was disorder. There's disorder. That's just general annoyance. The general bad attitude from my people. Okay, before I make any sort of advancement, or bring up more of my new units, I want to see how far I can push on this front right now. I need to make use of these roads. Okay, should have that one next turn. Yeah, you guys just step right here. Might be able to seize that. You guys just stand ready to lay down more railroads. It's still ridiculous to me that I ran out of coal. I'll never let that go. Now I should probably pull one of these other cities off of cavalry duty. Have them make some more workers. Yeah, like you. Go ahead and build me some workers. We definitely have an army that's close to unstoppable across the world now. A lot of people have tried so far. It's not worked for any of them. I think even the Mayans, who I'm pretty sure, yeah, definitely are the strongest enemy we've got so far. This is probably their whole military right here, and they're reasonably large, but it's all open plains, which means we can rapidly advance across it. I'm pretty sure we can even take them out with the current state of things. I might need some more men to do it, at least if I'm going to do it in any timely or efficient manner, but we should be able to get it done. I still have a cavalry here? I think I got a new infantry. I need to replace him. I also have crusaders lying around. Man, I thought I had all these things finished. I guess not. I need someone else. Is a stock exchange your last thing? Good, you're building infantry after this. Yeah, those were some costly battles. No. Uh-huh. Yeah, no. Peace treaty? No thanks. Ooh, he's upgrading his people. And he definitely does still have saltpeter. Oh, come on. How much pollution can we possibly get? Okay, you build infantry. I built a factory before a cathedral in some place. I was not paying attention. Wake up. Wake up. You still have a turn left. You, not cavalry. Workers. Now. You too. I'm gonna need a couple dedicated groups just to deal with pollution from here on out anyway. Besides, I'm tired of that one guy working alone. I still have a bunch of places still held by only cavalry. Actually, I don't remember who was next to move. Oh, that's Cycle Cities. Units. Okay. Yeah, come up here. Let's start taking care of all of this. That's a large unroaded section. Now taken care of forever. I have a group of 2 workers around here somewhere, right? Yeah, I have 2 over there that are with that one guy. Oh, I have cavalry here too. I always forget about them. There's 2 right here. These guys can start irrigating. I probably should have taken this before I started moving them. Okay. We still don't have coal because of that city. We do have coal. Does that thing have a harbor? But I just take the one city they had with a harbor. I don't think I have any more uneven ones. I have them. But they're building actual roads. I'll just set him to work on his own then. It does have a harbor. So does Machu Picchu. Yeah, so I can't cut off their horses or their saltpeter until I take this thing. In the meantime... Oh, I didn't want to do that. You two. Let's see if we can take this thing this time. I doubt it. It's pretty rough. Would be super helpful. No, we definitely can't. The work they're doing is super important. But this is railroads we're talking about. Okay, yeah, next turn, I'm going to dedicate most workers to clearing this stuff out and dealing with the pollution problems. Do I have pollution over here somewhere? I vaguely remembered it appearing, but I guess not. Those are worked on. Yeah, he'll start working on that with whatever worker I get made out of there, and these guys can clear up that. Pollution hits at the worst possible time. Now I can build coal plants again. Not that I plan to. Now, if I did want to, I could now start building ironclads to have a dedicated navy whose whole purpose is just actually engage other ships. But I think I want to focus more on privateers right now. They're a little more functional for me. Okay, you wait. There's you. Just gonna plop him right here. Okay, I think I only need one more worker down here. For the moment, at least. Just gonna have you four set that up now. Okay. This 3? This is 3. I don't know why they built mines on the desert. I guess it's better than nothing. And it was probably all they had at the time. Okay, we now have a path through the mountains. No, we don't. The stupid hill is still under their control. It's just the mountain that isn't. Somehow Mayans have saltpeter. Not sure how. They probably traded for it. They're the largest nation, other than me, on this continent. So, if anyone over here is going to have pull with anyone over there, it'll be them. Inca was. They weren't, I don't think, as strong as Maya, but they were pretty high up there. I think the Mayans might not have horses, though. Do they have horses? Shockingly, with their massive wide open plains, they don't have horses. But they do have saltpeter. They must be trading for it. Do I have a cavalry chilling here? Right, in case of Mayan invasion. Okay, it basically takes Corps' entire movement, so yes, these mountains are still not easily traversable. All of the regular cavalry pour onto the mountain where they can't get you. Force all their workers back into a retreat. And this will keep them from getting at us from another angle. Do I have spare cavalry somewhere? Anywhere? I got 2. Right here. Need you guys to get up there. Okay, railroad's pushed a lot further. Once this guy builds his regular road, then I'm gonna probably go right here, here, and here, and then there. And then I'll probably weave it... No, I'm gonna have to take it through the mountain either way, so yeah, we'll have to go over the mountain. Frustratingly. No. But it looks like the Iroquois have hit the Industrial Age. Everyone probably has by now. Recent breakthroughs provided... oh, we got a new leader. Awesome. Okay, we have electronics. Yes, everything for that. Let's get combustion. So steel is next. Hoover Dam in 12 turns. Yeah, don't bother building a hydro plant, because we're going to get that anyway. Civil defenses, yeah, it can only be built somewhere that has a barracks, provides 50% defensive bonus on top of everything else. Makes you nearly unassailable. Yeah, go ahead, build one. I might as well have my places build them. Yikes, that is a lot of pollution. It is, like, lowest on the list of priorities, though, so I'm not very worried about getting them up and running. Well, let's see here. So you're building a stock exchange. If I go Hoover Dam, and I take you... Okay, this guy cannot rush things like that. He can rush regular stuff, but he can't rush that. Did I see, though, that this could build it in 12 turns, which is better. Let me see who all has the fastest builds. 20, not you. You can't even build it, right? Oh, no, you can. How can you build it? 16. The river's up. I guess that counts as a river space, doesn't it? So they all can't. 123, not them. Okay, I think this is going to be the fastest. You do it. Let's just take this now, so this, whatever the frick this gerrymandering is, we can get rid of. I think I've only ever lost a single corps in actual combat. I have lost one when it was in a city that was culturally overtaken, right after I took it. So I took a city, I garrisoned it, the next turn, the enemies I took it from culturally overtook it, and then the army that was in it was just killed outright for it. Which to me seems like a flawed rule, but yeah, I did lose one that way. I was quite frustrated. I didn't have a lot of good luck that game. I kept on having cities culturally taken from me. Like, it happened over and over again. Okay, he'll be forced to pull all of his workers back in to his capital. Unless this is the last guy, and then they're dead. Okay, good. I want him to pull his workers back into the capital. think I'm closing in on the end of this one. I want to finish conquering Incan before I close out the episode. Which shouldn't be more than a couple more turns. Eventually the Mayans are gonna build some guys whose whole purpose is just kill my ships as they go by, because they hate the privateers. The computer, for some reason, well, I understand why actually, they prioritize destroying privateers the same way they prioritize killing barbarians. And they will kill barbarians every time they see them. Alright, we can do that in 2 turns. Yeah, let's irrigate along the railroad. That'll be the most beneficial. Okay, there's nothing I can do to get there in 1 turn. This might be a waste of all my cavalry's moves. It's possible with these other 2 corps I can take this city from him now. 1, 2... Only if he's got 2 defenders in it. Hold on. Okay, so that is everyone's movement. So I'm going to wake up the captured workers I've got around here, because they can actually do something now. I'm going to have them start laying the groundwork for railroads across the mountains, at least. Thank goodness I have replaceable parts, because that makes it a whole lot easier. Never mind, I can't even get an attack in, can I? Oh no, this guy can. Yeah, take this dude out. Got a musketman. He dies. Holy cow, he has held the line. That's a lot of damage. Alright. I suppose this guy can hit it too. He's probably got at least 1 more spearman in there, so I don't think we're, never mind, we have it. Sweet, all those other guys wasted all their moves. At least they're up here. Alright, next turn I'm thinking, should be able to seize both of these. Can't get Viraconium, which was Roman? Wait a minute. Yeah, Viraconium was Roman. They must have culturally overtaken it. I was thinking, I haven't seen them go to war at all. That's the only thing that makes sense. Hey, that's pretty awesome, actually. Get over here. Once I'm done with the Incans, I can take Rome out next. Now that they only have the 1 island city, it is actually a lot easier. I'll have to get a couple galleons, swing them around the side here to deal with these others. this could work. So, yeah, these, the only thing I'm concerned about when it comes to these island cities is that if they're at one population, then they perma-die, so I'm gonna have to surprise attack the people who are in them. It's the only way I can think to do it. Because they will draft and rush people immediately, like the second that war begins near them. Okay, let's go another turn, see what happens. It's not a bad move. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, Army Corps have, no. Army Corps have Zone of Control, which is normally a thing only motorized vehicles get. I don't have a granary here? And normally, not normally, Zone of Control just means you do what a coastal fortress does to ships, except you do it to guys on land. Let's see. Yeah, definitely want a bank. No. Let's get a factory going. I think swamps take less time, or marsh take less time to clear out than jungles. So I might have to have a different group dedicated to it. I'll see once I'm done with the jungle. I plan to have this group cut all the way down through here, these ones, and then clear out these and start working on this. I have all the resources that are going to spawn in jungles that I need. The only other resources that are not in the game yet are uranium, which I don't need anyway, but even if I did, it's in mountains and forests, and aluminum, which is only hills and tundra. That one I do need, but by the time you get to the modern age, if you don't have enough places you basically guarantee that you're going to find it, you're already in trouble. And can they all make it through in one turn? No. I should have had them doing it. There was probably a musketman over here, and I'll need my army to deal with it. That's helpful. Oh, we got the Temple of Artemis, which doesn't have any cultural value, but it's a tourist attraction by this point in the game. That's cool. Okay, I'm going to set 2 of you to building roads up here. The rest of you fling down a railroad. Okay, looks like it is going to take another turn for us to get them. we can start grouping up on the Roman border. I think our initial attack's probably going to be right here, actually. Other people are probably pretty far ahead of me when it comes to exploring the ocean, because all they have to do is build a handful of galleys and send them out. I've seen the computer build privateers, but not very often. So pretty much, unless they're at war with each other, their ships sail around with impunity. Even if they are at war with each other, generally, the computer will not attack other people's ships unless they send one out specifically for that purpose. So if their explorers come across each other in the wild, they just leave each other be, more often than not. Alright, now you can start exploring from here. Yeah, wiping out the Incans, we can honestly probably take them out before anyone else. I don't think I'm going to go to war with the Mayans until I get amphibious warfare, because I can't take that. And it's not a huge deal, but if I now have a plan to start wiping out these other people, I think I might as well do the same to them. Okay, so I'm going to start loading up people. When I take this, I'm going to have to rush an infantry, because I don't want to leave just cavalry here defending it. I'm not sure, we'll see. I should load more more infantry into these things. I should probably just use them for the attack. Honestly, that probably makes more sense. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Sure, you can stay with the invasion. But I think for all the rest of the island hopping, I'm just going to build infantry here. And that's what they're going to be doing. Okay, one more turn. You keep building armies. Coal plant, coastal fortress, police station. Yeah, you're suffering a tiny bit of corruption. Yeah, if you wipe out your enemies, instead of making peace with them, your people are generally a lot happier. Because all the captured nations, whose stuff is now yours, their citizens are no longer angry at you for winning the war. They forget all about the loyalty to their mother country thing. Like, if I go to here, maybe, stop the aggression against our mother country, that lasts for several turns after you've ended a war. And so if you can sort of wipe out the nation, they don't have a mother country anymore. You are the closest thing, and so they just forget about that problem, and they all get along great. Okay. I could probably finish up most of these things this turn, but I'm not going to bother with it. Here, you guys just... Oh, wait, what are we looking at here? Yeah, this is 2 whole stacks. a great spot for a city right here. I like this. Okay, I'll make peace with them now. Oh, that's a frigate. Frigates are strong if they can get the drop on you, which it's now going to because my guys just finished their movement. I do wish there was a way you could stop your auto movement mid-movement for things just like that. That's its only drawback, really. Because he's going to come seeking the privateer that he just saw, more likely than not. Maybe not, though. We'll see. I'm going to take both of them just in case. Just way too crowded. Okay, let's contact the Incans. Put this war to rest. Bam. Alright, another another nation that has now been restricted to their colonies and islands. So America's only got 2 cities left, one on an island, one on the mainland. There's only 2 islands left for the Incans. Egyptians have 1 little colony and 2 islands. Aztecs have only 1 colony left. And the Romans have an island, and so do the Mayans. The Iroquois are like the only people who actually stuck to the mainland. Them and the Aztecs. Everyone else spread out. I'm actually a little impressed by them. I didn't think they would. I'm gonna contact China. A world map. Give me this. Yeah, alright. Hittites is a paper tiger. Yeah, okay. No. How about, I can just give them incense. Wow, you think your world map's that valuable? Get out of here. They don't have luxuries. I thought they did. England. What do you want for this? Nationalism? I don't think so. Man, I was hoping to see if they had some kind of islands out here, but if this is, you know, Scandinavia, you guys probably would know. Your world map people. Banking. Are you nuts? I'm not giving you a... You want some incense? Nothing. Yeah, they got nothing. There probably are islands out here, and that's why they're being dodgy about this. But I imagine China's explored all of this black. And England's probably all the way up here and stuff. They're kind of annoying. Okay, so this place is still in rebellion then. Yeah, but the people are generally happy. And I can... Oh no, that one is still in resistance. Oh. Alright, well next turn, our places should finish up with civil defense. It'll be a little while before we have any more buildings. So once they have those, I'm going to put a couple of them on just building infantry. So we can fill out this area and not have to worry about these guys. We're going to try to finish up getting railroads throughout our newly acquired territories. And then we'll go back to expanding and improving upon the rest of this stuff. We finally have coal again. I'm securing a second source in the same place so that when this one decides it's done and just leaves, I can still work with something. I don't think any place... Yeah, no, this one doesn't have coal within its workable borders. If you have both, you can build the ironworks, which increases by 100% the city it's built. But you need to have iron and coal in the city radius. Now, when this one expands twice, there's a possibility it might get both of them in the radius, but I don't know if it's got to be in the working radius, because if it does, both of these are out of reach. And either this city or this city have both. I would like to build the ironworks. It's cool. It's by no means a necessity because of how perfectly the conditions have to line up. But if I have the opportunity, I'll build it. Oh, I have cavalry chilling here. I can't blame the Mayans for having their military on the border, but I wouldn't have them on this border. I'd have them down on this one. These cities are far more valuable to me. Although in time they might not be. This stuff up here, this is really good ground. If Egypt really took advantage of this, they could have done something special. Their only issue was not having iron, but if they'd like waged war on the Romans, which they were fully capable of. Then I think... Doesn't Rome have iron? Rome doesn't have iron. Alright, never mind. This is going to be a slapping on them. They'd have to fight the Iroquois, which wouldn't have been easy, because the Iroquois do have iron, and they are militaristic, which the Egyptians are not. Alright, well, the war with the Incans was a success. We've got coal again. My invasion fleet's coming around. We'll seize Rome. They're small. It shouldn't be too difficult. I just want to get it out of the way. And, yeah, next turn, we should be able to get that done. Alright, but that's going to be it for this one then. So thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next one.